Welcome to the Straight Fun Podcast. This is the public access podcast, too. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much. I'm your host, Rusty Diamond, and I'm here with my special guest, Morgan Ziva. Morgan, welcome to the show. The whatever I said the show was called at the beginning of the show, the fun something show, short term memory. It's one
To
hell of a thing.
fun.
Straight to
To
fun.
fun show.
Straight to fun. We're already there. We got to fun. Now we're about here. We're passing fun and we're on to whatever might be above fun, which I'm not sure what that is yet, but we're
Exactly.
gonna find out. Yeah. So yeah, welcome to the above the fun. And so okay, remind me where you are in the world, approximately. You don't need to tell me your address or anything, or
Okay, yeah, I'm
just
actually in Ohio.
you're
I'm in
in
Ohio.
Ohio.
Yeah. hmm
Okay, that's right. Okay, all right. And it was upper part, right? You
Yes.
okay? The north part. Okay. So you're by a lake at least. You
Yes,
got
by the
a
Great
bit
Lakes.
big lake. Big
hmm
lake. Okay. All right. So, so is that where you're from then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I
So
was
then,
born in
okay, go
Ohio.
ahead. Born. Oh, that's great. That's right. You're Buckeye. Is okay.
Buckeye.
Buckeye. So this is the Buckeyes podcast today too.
The Buckeyes Straight to Fun podcast.
The
Yes.
Buckeyes Straight to Fun podcast. So be ready for that. Be on the
Get
lookout.
ready. Woo!
So then, I mean, so if that's always been your home, do you live anywhere else, or is that like is that was there a time when you lived somewhere else, or was it like that's your
No,
spot?
that's my
You
spot,
got
but
it.
I'm a traveler though, and
You're,
I've been traveling, gosh, for a very long time, and I just travel all over. I've had to travel for work before, so when you're a world traveler, you're just like home is home, you know.
yeah. So then, uh, I mean, so yeah, then it's always home. So I mean, so like when you get to home, I mean, like it's home. It's like when you go somewhere new.
Yeah.
What is kind of the feeling? Is it like how long is it before you're like I'm ready to go home,
That's
or
a
is it
great
ever like
question. That's a great question because I love to travel. I'm always itching to travel, but I am one of those people that beyond 3 weeks, I it makes me a little crazy, and I'm just like, okay, I need to, I need to go home now. Like, probably the ideal vacation time for me, and I know it's going to sound crazy, and this would not include Europe because you have to stay in Europe. You have to stay overseas a little longer. Um, 5 days, 4 days, 4 days
okay
top.
for it?
I'm like, oh no, okay, I want to go home.
Is that 4 nights, or is that like
Yeah, maybe like 4 nights. By the
four
fourth night,
nights?
I'm like, okay, I'm done.
So then, what kind of place are you staying at? Are you staying at like are you staying with people you know, or are you going to like hotels or something, or is it like
I've done both, and I am not afraid to travel alone. I have traveled alone before, for work or to take classes, and I'll stay anywhere. I'll stay in a hotel. I'll stay in an Airbnb. There's some really nice Airbnbs all over.
okay? So then, I mean, so you're not anywhere where it's like uh, you're feeling like, okay, well, I've been here for a while. I don't want to go. You're ready to head back pretty soon.
Yes, yes. There was one place though, and I'll be totally honest about that. Now, I love Italy, and I have been there. I've traveled there at least 3 times, and I
Oh,
just adore it. And I used to think I was like, oh, I'm going to move here, and that last stretch, and I still love it. Maybe when I retire, I'll have a home there or something. But
Okay.
I was like, I need to go home. I don't think I want to live here.
Yeah. How long did that last then? How
I
long
was
was
there
it? The fun?
15 days. 15
Okay.
days. Yeah.
All right. And was that all in one spot, or was that like a
No,
couple
no,
days
no. We
here, a
that
couple days
last
here?
trip, I toured all over Italy.
Okay.
Like I didn't get to Sicily, we covered a good part of Italy.
So when you're touring around, is it like, I don't know, are you stopping at places, or is it like there's the landmark right there, like I saw that, check it off, and then go to the next spot, or are you stopping or getting out? Are you staying there and like getting
Yeah,
food
I
or
do like to I love any place that I visit. I am a nerd, an absolute nerd for the history. And I love to stop and I just love, when historians can talk about an area and really share the history with you. I just love that. I just like digest that like food. I'm like, ooh.
so? What's the place then that got you the most with that kind of an experience? That like,
Probably Italy.
okay,
Probably Italy, yes.
they were into it, and they had the tour guides or
Yeah,
whatever ready to go with all the knowledge. And
yes.
so, are you asking questions to these tour guides? Or are they telling you everything that you needed to know and more, or how's that work?
They were very educated and I don't think I was left with any questions. Yeah, it
Okay.
was good.
So have you ever been okay, I guess that's the other thing. When was the last time you had a job interview that was like a job interview? Like where they would ask you, uh, do you have any questions at the end of the interview? Do you know what I'm
Oh.
saying? Like, where,
Yes, and I have I have a fabulous one for you. Um, I work in the therapies and I had this interview and I noticed that when I was in this place, it's like all they were playing is like classical music. And not that classical music is beautiful. Now, the
yeah,
thing with me is I'm very sensitive. So when I'm working, I don't want to hear that. Um,
sure.
so so my only question to the employer was, "Hey, do you uh do you play any other music in here? Like besides classical?" And she was like, "No, this is all we play." And I was like,
Oh,
"Okay, goodbye."
yeah.
I'm like,
This is
"Thank you,
the end of
but
the
no thank
interview.
you."
That's a good thing. Sometimes, yeah, like you gotta think about that. If you're at a place all that time and they're playing that music, that same kind of music, it can
Like,
get to you.
and it's not that I adore any type of music. I will go to any concert, any type of concert. If my friend is
Any
like, "Do you
type of
like this
concert.
music?" I would go. And I
Okay.
have been to plenty classical shows. But I'm very sensitive. So in a work environment, I just don't, yeah, I don't want to hear that. Anything new agey is fine. I don't want to hear the classical music. It's too passionate. It evokes
Okay.
too much emotion.
So, do you usually have silence then, or do you have new age music going then when you're working, or
Yeah.
how's that? Or do you have like a sound machine that plays?
Yeah, I've
Uh,
worked in like it it's just like any type of like new agey music. And I always have to tell the secretary, I'm like, can you please don't put the classical music on today? And sometimes they forget it. It's so funny.
Well, I'm gonna have to make sure we don't do the second half of the show with the classical music review fun time. So,
Let's
but
do
my,
no, this would be
but,
fine. If we did
but
this here on the show, it would be fine.
okay, just yeah. So as long as we're not in that setting. So so then okay. So then with that, uh, what kind of uh, what's the weirdest job you've ever had? Like for the like my get. Let me repeat, not
I
repeat this,
got it. I
rephrase
already
this.
got it.
Okay,
I already
let's
got
go
the
with that.
answer. Okay. Well, I mean, to me, okay, I feel like your audience would probably think me being a professional mermaid, but that's not weird to me. Like,
That's
I
not
feel
weird to
like the
me either.
weirdest job I ever had was I was a hair transplant technician.
Holy shit.
Honestly, I swear,
Okay.
I'll tell you.
Were you in Turkey or
No,
something? Or no, you didn't have to do that.
no,
I,
it was a
okay.
facility in Ohio. Very interesting procedure. Um, and interesting for your I always have some kind of medical background. Like I have a my like I do a lot of different things, but I always have some kind of like medical thing I'm doing. And so I was this hair transplant technician. And it's so interesting because this is going to sound really gross, but like for anyone who it like wants hair restoration, we the doctor would take like a strip of like skin off like the back of the scalp,
Yeah.
and we would each have a piece, and I'd have to look under my microscope with and like cut these little hairs down, and then we would implant them where they needed to go in the patient. And it's just like, I
So
know,
wait. Okay.
serious job.
So I mean, how's that work? How do you then implant it? Like, so are you taking these hairs out, or are you like sewing them into the person, or does it
So
just
the
like
way that
you
that
grab a thing
procedure,
and smash it in?
so the way that works is like, it's like it's literally splitting hairs. Like we're taking the excess tissue off of the hair follicle. So it's like perfect. And like let's just say it's a woman and she wants brow, okay? So what the doctor's going to do is he's going to take a little instrument, make little holes where it needs to be, and then he's going to pick up those follicles that we have cut up perfectly so he can implant them and just put it in that little slot. And then the
Whoa.
hairs grow. Like you can do that with eyelashes, brows. Like it's very interesting.
Okay. So, what was that job interview like? Where did you find that job? Like, what was like jumped out at you that I want to do this? Uh,
Well,
let's go sign up. Or
well, I've always had like a medical background, and what for like my entire life, I've always worked in something medical, and I think at the time I was just like, oh, I need to find something, and I think I was in college at the time, and I don't know, I I either found it online or I found it in the paper or something. I don't know. And you
okay,
just
yeah.
call and you get the interview.
Was there? Do you remember if there's other people there that were going? Like, interviews can be interesting. I mean, depends what it is. Uh, I've been in somewhere you go in and there's 10, 15 other people. I've been in some where there's like 100 people, and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here? What?
Seriously, I
Okay,
don't remember anyone else being there.
that's good.
Yeah.
It, okay. Um, so then, yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's a
I mean, look
what?
at this head of
What?
hair. Like, I would hire me too.
Yeah, yeah. It's not like me going in there like, oh, are you here? Are you a customer? I'm like, no, I'm not only the president, I'm also a client, or whatever, you know,
And I'm
kind of a
also
deal.
alive. I know, I love
Yeah,
that.
and you know what? Oh, so what was your first job then?
Huh? What was my first job?
What was your first job? Yeah.
My very first job was when I was young. Let's see. I think I was like 14 years old and I
Okay.
was a babysitter. I was a
All,
babysitter. Yeah, that was my very first job.
all right. Uh, so okay, and you did that for a little while. Then got to do what'd you like about babysitting, or what didn't you like about babysitting?
Well, you know what? I've always loved kids, and kids and animals just love me. So
Okay, that's
yeah,
easy.
so that was just I think it was like one of my mom's friends at work that was just like, I need a babysitter, ask your
I have a job now.
daughter.
So then, okay, so you got went to the babysitting, and so um, I mean, yeah, that was I don't know, yeah, I did babysitting. I think one day,
Really?
one
You were like,
time,
this
yeah.
is enough.
Well, yeah, it was for a neighbor kid, and he would have been I don't know how old, like maybe like 6 or 7, and I was probably maybe 13, something like 13, 14. He might have been a
Yeah.
little older, but they had a Nintendo there,
Uh-huh.
and we were playing Nintendo, and I whooped his ass, and
Ah,
he
I
started
bet he didn't
crying,
like
and
that.
yeah, told his parents, and then I did not get brought back. I don't know if that was the reason, but that was what I'm going
Exactly.
with it.
You should have
So
let that little kid win.
yeah,
No,
I should
I
have let him
don't know.
win.
I'm not sure if that's like a good,
Yeah,
lesson. It's like, oh, be
I,
a sore loser. I don't know. I don't
yeah. Who
know.
knows? Who knows? It was that's what happened. That was my one and only one. Yeah, I think they. I don't remember. I think the kid's name was Kevin or something. So I mean, I could have also told you
Poor
something
Kevin,
about
you
that.
scarred him for life.
Yeah,
This one time,
he's
he didn't
yeah,
let me win the Nintendo. No, I'm kidding. I'm just
right.
kidding.
Probably he's probably uh,
Oh,
getting him
did I
to
say
come
that right?
to.
Did you say Nintendo? Was it
Yeah, I think I
Nintendo?
said Nintendo. Yeah,
Oh, Nintendo.
yeah. I'm
The
pretty
gaming
sure.
system. I don't know.
And yeah, he I don't know. I don't know what happened to the kid. Hopefully he's good. He's probably at least however old now, but hopefully not
I'm sure he's
remembering too
familiar with
much. Probably, yeah. Talking about using that defense, using the just waiting for anyone to bring it up again. But um, yeah, I mean, so okay, so then you did that. You went from that to was there a big jump? So if that was in college, you said doing the hair restoration.
Yeah.
So I mean that's fascinating. That like 'cause I don't know because I guess I get targeted ads or TikToks and stuff with uh, they got people because they go to Turkey is the gimmick now because
Oh, really?
so like whenever you see uh, you get planes full of not full but a good chunk full of people that are flying to Turkey and it's a whole bunch of balding men
Oh my
usually
gosh.
and yeah they come back with you know whatever going on. But
Yeah.
uh, yeah, so
What do you
uh,
think? Do you think it's a good idea to go to a foreign country for something like that? What do you think? Are the
maybe I
TikToks convincing?
yeah, I mean it seems like it, and then so like I mean for a lot of medical procedures, it seems like it's maybe better to go somewhere else, at least cost wise.
Yeah.
And I mean, a lot of the places look like they're higher, like
Like it's high quality.
fancier, like yeah, like
Mm.
high quality, like China. China's got some really good stuff. Taiwan, not Taiwan, maybe it's Thailand. Thailand, but like even I don't know, like there's even like if you go to Tijuana, like from San Diego, like they have stuff you go and they'll pick you up as soon as you go and drive you to the place, and it's
Wow.
yeah, I mean
I
it's
don't know.
cheap.
I like the idea of like going so like can you imagine if somebody had a super long flight back though? Like you already feel you're I don't
It,
know. I'm just like I don't know.
that's a good point. Yeah, that flight back might not be too fun.
Your freaking head
You,
throbbing like
yeah.
you're
So
just
did people?
explaining like, oh God, it's like 16 hours. I don't know.
Yeah, do they have to stay there for a while afterwards, or how's that work? So like it's like a
That's what I would
out
think.
or
I would
inpatient.
think that like you would have to stay there like what, like a week or a couple
Yeah.
weeks or something.
So were the people there staying there that you were when you were working there? Were they like
No,
staying at
no,
the place, or they
no.
just come back, or they go home and then
They
just
just
like
go
stay
home.
home and
Yeah, they would
stay
just
out of the sun
yeah.
for a while? Whoa. Okay. That's yeah. Because I mean, yeah, I think that they come back to get the bandages off, or
Yeah.
are they just good to go? Okay. So there is a follow up appointment to make sure everything is all
Yeah, because you have to be very careful. Like that is so delicate. You can't like accidentally scratch your scalp or, you could pull that follicle right out.
yeah. And then so, I mean, then so you said they do eyelashes and
Yeah.
stuff too. So I mean, like you rub your eye or you sleep on it wrong, like
Oh God, I know. I mean, I would think that it would be in there, and then I mean, the healing process starts pretty quickly, but I bet you
oh,
there is some kind of rule that like they would probably have to sleep. You know, it's
with
like
their
how the heck
eyes open.
do you sleep? Like, I'm a
Yeah.
crazy sleeper. Like
Right.
can
Yeah.
you imagine that? It's like, what do you do? Like sleep like up in the chair, like you don't want your head
Yeah.
to get all. I don't know. What do they do?
Strap you down and have you sit standing up like Dracula or something, and just sitting in the corner, just propped up.
Sleep in the lazy boy chair or
Yeah.
something. Oh,
I feel like even in a lazy boy chair, I'd still find a way to flail around and flip over and end up laying on my stomach. But
because you'd be
you
like,
know,
I just need to get comfortable, like
yeah,
I don't know. But I mean, if your head is like wrapped, I don't know. Maybe it
right,
would be okay.
yeah. Uh,
I'm sure it would
have
have
you?
to.
What's that?
It would have to be. Like
Yeah,
people are doing this procedure like all the time.
yeah. Okay, so have you had a surgery, like a big surgery before? I don't know
Yeah.
if this is too
Yeah.
much. Like,
No, I don't care. Like I've had
okay,
like hernia surgery and like stuff like that. And like
so
if you get any type of surgery like on your abdominal area, oh my God,
yeah,
that hurts so bad. Like you don't want to walk. It's like, oh God, that's rough.
so then how do you sleep there? Like, what is it? Just it's gonna suck, and then it's just
Yeah.
they just write that in the notes. Like this is
Well, you know
kind of
what
what
they
it's
tell
gonna.
you when you have a surgery like that? They tell you that like need to try to get up and walk, but it hurt so bad that I was like, oh God, I feel like I was like bedridden for a week. And I had to have
Oh,
somebody like kind of force me to get up. It's like, get up and walk. Because it just
yeah,
hurts. Like when they cut those muscles in your abdominal area, it's just to use them. Oh God, that hurts.
yeah, yeah. Having to get up and saying anything,
Hmm.
breathing wrong, or okay. So yeah, that's I don't know. I guess that'd be a hard one. That'd be a real hard one to do. Um, and so I mean, yeah, you got the good hair, so you don't have to, you know, go get that surgery. Would you do that surgery if your hair was not now that you're not working there? Would you do that surgery if your hair was not the way it is? Is that something that
No, but I do feel like the people. I did actually go through a
that
period of time where my hair was like starting to like thin a little bit, and I would wear like these. I would wear like a fall where it's like a clear band and then there's like hair back here. So like no one knew. And I don't know
yeah
what happened. You know, that can happen to anybody. Like if you could get sick, you could have your immune system. I think at the time I was under a tremendous amount of stress, and that can make it happen too. It's like a jolt to your system. And
sure
so when that happened to me, I just had a lot of empathy for anybody who's going through that. And like that that doctor who would do that procedure, like really helped like a lot of people. Like he did a good
yeah.
job. Like everything looked like really natural. Like most people were very happy with it.
So was there only one doctor there that was
Yeah,
doing this? Oh,
yeah,
wow.
it was
Okay.
one doctor.
And then you had the however many people doing the rest of it, all the
Yeah,
prep
there was like a
work and
team of us slicing up those little hairs, like under the microscope, like we were all lined up. The hair cutters. Yeah,
do you remember the people that worked there? Do you remember the other
yeah,
people that worked?
yeah. I remember
Uh,
some of them. Yeah.
what were they like? Do they
Um.
do you remember at all or
Yeah, they were all nice people. Yeah, they were all
okay?
really nice people
All
and
right.
fun. Yeah.
The fun, yeah. Like, I
The
mean,
fun, the
it's
fun.
yeah. Um, okay. So
Well, it's like that type of work is very monotonous. I feel like a good sense of humor is pretty important.
yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, you got to be cracking jokes during that too, a little bit. There's probably some moments, yeah. I mean, especially with monotony of any sort, like being able to break that up a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. So, was there a time then when you decided that you were just, I'm not doing, uh, I'm changing the kind of job I'm doing? Was there like, fuck,
Yes. Well, you know, I worked in medical for like a long time. And there was a point when I was like, I've been, I have like my own businesses now. And I have been doing that for a very long time. And I just, being an artsy person, and this probably happens to most artists. You hit a point where you're like, hey, I don't think I want to work for any type of corporation anymore. And then
yeah,
you make the decision and you go out on your own. It's a little harder during tax time, but
yeah, yeah. So,
people in arts like, you know, need to express themselves. They need a little more freedom.
yeah. So okay, so for fun time, uh, for taxes, what's your strategy for taxes?
Oh, I
Like
have an
when
accountant. I have an
good,
accountant
good,
that
good
does.
idea. Great use of your money right there. That's yeah, that's important. Just let them take care of it. That's total unneeded stress to have
It
to deal
is.
with any of that.
Yes,
Um, yeah. Did you try it at first? Did you try doing the taxes at
I
first, or did
did.
you go?
And I was
Eh,
just like, this is, because I mean,
yeah,
oh gosh. Yeah. It's
yeah,
different for, people that are self-employed. You got to keep track of your expenses, everything. You got to keep track of that stuff.
right. And
It's not
yeah,
like,
some
it's a totally different world. It's not like you're going out, you got your W-2 or whatever because you're working for the company and you just turn it in this one form, tax time, and you're
yeah,
done. You know, different.
yeah, done really fast. Yeah, you're just like, okay, here it is, and snap a picture of it or something, and oh, I'm all done. So okay, so you have an account. So that's good. Good use of the money there. And so then, what was your first thing that you had? Your first
like
job
my
or gig
my
or
first self-employed job.
self? Yes, that's the way
Yes.
to put it.
Well, you know what? I would teach. I was a dance teacher, and
Okay,
you're gonna love this. I would teach belly dance in nursing homes. You know,
cool.
you like
Okay,
people at home are like, "What?" No, it actually the residents loved it, and it
sure.
they were able to. It's the type of dance that even if they were in a wheelchair, they could still like move their upper bodies and their abdomen, and there'd be like a little meditation at the end. So like those people were like, when's that Amy coming in? Oh, like what?
Yeah,
Yes, they loved it. And so I would do that. And I taught painting. I
at the
taught,
same time, with belly
yes,
dancing and painting together.
yes.
So
And I
they
mean,
were
not
doing
at
the
the same,
dance and painting.
obviously not at the same time.
Oh, okay.
So
Uh,
obviously
uh,
there were different classes because how could you, I mean, I guess you could do that, I mean, you could have an interesting looking painting.
that would be
But
pretty
no, so
interesting.
I would teach painting to I did it in schools and I did it in nursing homes and like just different places like senior living, and yeah, so I just had a
So
little route and I would go around and I would just like teach different classes, and that was when I first was self-employed.
So did you start reaching out to these places? You're like thinking, where could I go and do this? Like, how do I do this? Then you give the people a call or something. You're like, hey, do you need someone to teach the residents belly dancing as well as art? And then here's
So funny, like I would some I would get like some of their reactions were just like, "What?" Like,
uh,
I think there was
yeah.
one facility that I taught out of because most places were like, "No, oh my God."
uh, they're lost. They don't have their residents with a strong core, which
Exactly. Their residents don't have a strong core.
right, and like yeah, even being able to have like you're saying, the people that were in wheelchairs could still be able to do something, and like
Yeah.
yeah, I mean when
Yeah,
your
they would
core
look forward
goes,
to the week.
what's
They'd be
that?
like, "What?" they would look forward to it all week.
Sure. So, where did you get into belly dancing? Where did that come from?
Gosh, well, I studied dance for a long time. I studied
Okay.
dance and I performed. Um, and so I would usually perform with like a troupe of like 5 or 6 other women, and we would just do different shows, different places. And really, that was just a hobby for me for a long time. And then I was teaching. Um, I don't know. And then just one day, I was just like, I think I'll just try something else. I'm done.
That's good. That yeah. And that was when you stopped doing classes for that? When you stopped training for it? Is that what you're saying? Or is that when
Yeah,
you
like I think when because I got to a point where I couldn't keep teaching like in certain facilities, usually the first person to go if money starts to get thin is the entertainment, unfortunately.
Oh, sure.
So painting classes, dancing classes are not a priority. So like when my classes started to get canceled, I was like, okay, we're done here.
And so okay. And so then once that was done, I mean, so now you have the skill set of
I still have a
of
pretty
that.
strong core though, let me tell you.
Good. Yeah, you should have a strong core. Everyone should have a strong core. If you're not working your core, it's gonna suck. It's gonna suck a lot. I've got to that point where my core has gone to shit, and that fucking killed me. Um, so okay, so but then
I'm going to give you lessons. We'll start less. We'll start lessons.
yeah, that's part of the fun time
Mhm.
podcast.
You could do
Getting
it in the chair. We'll do it right now. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah, I mean yeah, because that's I mean it's good like that people who are in the chair could get if they're not getting out of the chair, maybe they can get out of the chair sometime, but like they're at least getting something. Yeah, I mean, like I don't know, like yeah, watching people that could just all of a sudden be able to move, and I mean, when your core's done, you're just kind of nothing good comes from that when your core goes.
Well,
Um,
now I feel like they have so many other things for like people. Like I see those. They have like chair yoga and like all
sure,
kinds of things like that for people that are like not like super mobile.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I've seen it where people doing the chair yoga that are like basically paralyzed and then like start doing that and then they're walking uh, which is crazy but I mean it's all because they haven't used their core or anything any of those muscles for a long time like like we are talking
Yeah.
about with when you got your stomach muscles cut open like it
Yes. Oh
hurts
God.
but like
Oh, it hurts. Oh.
but you can't be not doing anything because
Yeah.
then that
You have to,
core
it hurts, but you have to walk. You gotta, yeah.
yeah
That's the only way it gets better is you have to get up.
yeah okay and so then uh I don't know so then how did that transition to the next part so
Well, I think after that, I was like a fitness. I did it. This is so funny. Like I was a fitness instructor for a little while. Like I would go
okay
to like they would have me. I would like teach at like like big corporations, there would be like classes at
Uh,
night, and I would teach like a light routine with like weights and stuff. Like I've like done like freaking everything.
uh, it's
Not a
good
lot of,
though.
not tons of, so all the like the teaching, there was like just not much money in that. And that's not why I did things anyway, obviously. But, so teaching fitness, like there's not tons of, money in that either. But so from there, like I did like start to transition. Well, I've always been modeling since I was like a child, and I have been
Okay.
acting since I was a child too. So like I've always done those things. Um, I think like after I was like a fitness instructor though, I started to do more and more like I just work with different photographers and get out there. And obviously like now I have like my own agent and my own like IMDb page, but it like really that just it takes time. And am here like in Ohio, like I'm not in Los Angeles. Um,
How
I
nice
think
is that?
I would be probably okay if I had to like, travel sometimes for projects, but
Yeah.
I'm just one of those people where I'd be like, okay. And I actually, a friend of mine just did a project in Los Angeles and he lives here as well. And I think
Okay.
he was there for a couple weeks. I think he did a SAG movie and he was there for a couple weeks and then he came back. So, you can make it work.
Yeah. So that was never a plan of yours doing the New York or Los Angeles, live there kind of a deal, or did that come up at some point? And you're like, maybe I'll
No,
do that.
I have traveled. Like I have a couple friends in California, and like I have a friend there who is a photographer, and we will shoot sometimes. Like we'll do like photo shoots there. So I have been there before.
You weren't looking to live there though.
No, no, it's a
Okay.
little,
Yeah.
yeah, but I mean, yeah, but I mean, like if I had an opportunity to audition for something, I mean, I absolutely would. Like I have a wonderful agent and she sends me a lot of big projects. She's lovely. You really are up against a lot of actors though. We're all like going after these. Like especially if it's a good part, it's a big
Yeah.
part, we're all going after it. So it's like, yeah, it's
So, oh, I'm sorry.
it's okay, go ahead.
So, you go to auditions ever and you see a bunch of people that look a lot like you? Do you ever have those kind of auditions? Like, I've had some where there's been like 10 people and they all look a shitload like me and it weirded me out so much. I'm like, maybe we should all go out and like go out together and go do something and be like, here's a bunch of people that look like Rusty.
So you have gone on auditions before?
I've been on some, yeah, but like I didn't land any, but like yeah, I mean I've been on some, but yeah, like I don't know, but I just remember like some
Yeah.
of the ones were like
And
people that looked a lot like me.
oh, it's such a good experience. Now everything is so much online. You send your audition, you can tape your audition at home. I have a studio that I set up and self-tape my auditions and just send them in.
Yeah,
But it is such a good experience to be in that room with the director and or yeah, am I saying this right? The director? the
Sure.
casting director. Yeah.
Yeah. Whoever it
Um,
might be. Yeah.
yeah. So, but that's a good experience because you're there. There's so many people there. There's like thousands, there's thousands of people in
Yeah.
line. Like, you know, it's
Yeah.
it's
So
competitive, right?
you've done like the big casting call,
Yeah.
like with it. Okay. Yeah. Like those ones. Yeah. Uh, I mean, yeah. Like that's one where I wish that I would have been like, oh hey, let's record a podcast, waiting in line with everybody else, and let's just do that. But then that wouldn't be the best thing to be doing, as far as you know. I don't know. It could take people out of the zone. It probably wouldn't be too professional. But I was like, oh, this would be a good time for it. But um, yeah,
Podcast is a great idea. Sorry, this lighting is so um like so many things are online now, a lot. There's just so much on YouTube and everybody loves YouTube. It's like one of the first places people go. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. And I feel like a lot of entertainers now like have their own podcast. They have their own YouTube channel.
yeah, and I mean it's nice because yeah, there's kind of the way to get around having to do that. Like yeah, I mean like the auditions, the online ones are yeah, it's different. It's
Yeah.
still, and it's kind of weird too. Sometimes like you don't have someone there either, so you kind of have to like if you have a script of some sort or whatever it is you're reading from.
Yeah.
It's like there's not someone else doing it, so then you have to either wait or go through whatever. But
Yeah. And it's always
or
good.
yeah,
Like if you do an online audition and let's say you're playing this character and there's
yeah,
another person speaking on the script, just have a friend or somebody just like in the background reading their part. You're
yeah.
way more likely to get it because e- you know what, even I've made that mistake before. I do, as an actress or actor, whatever, I have to take a lot of classes. So it is a lot of study. I feel like
That's good.
you never should stop learning. And but
True.
that is a mistake I made, is like I would just read just my part and then there would be silence where this other person is supposed to be reading their lines. You always want somebody to read those lines. You're
Yeah,
like
and I
way
mean
more
now.
likely to book it. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. And, I mean now you can get uh, you can probably get an AI to do it there if you
I
don't
mean,
have
you could. There
friends.
are, there are apps
Yeah,
for that. Yeah.
you know.
You read their part
Um,
while you're, yep.
yeah. What's your take on AI with being an artist all around? Where do you go? Because there's a big
I know the claws are coming out. Ah! Like
yeah,
that's a tricky thing because there's so much talk as actors and actresses. Oh gosh, I am not a super fan of AI. I
sure,
feel like there needs to be a lot of protections. I think acting and I think the arts and music and you know it, and I don't want to just put it in a box um like everybody has so much talent and it's I would just when I am like at home and I'm flipping through the channels and I see something and I know it's AI, just it totally gets on my nerves and I don't want to see it. I just feel like there are way more artistic and crafty ways to make art. And I would hate to see AI replace any actor or actress or, you know, I don't want to keep it gender specific, but I would just, oh, I hate to see that. And I think that SAG is trying to push forward and get some laws in place so they can't just do that. Otherwise, they could just take an image of anyone and just put you in any movie, your likeness, and but I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan.
I feel like there was someone who just did that. There was some actor who did that, and they were able to. But I could be wrong. I feel like there was someone who just signed their likeness to be able to do that. But
Ugh, well,
that,
that person is
yeah,
a lucky scab. Like
yeah.
I just think that is just yeah. I just think
So
preserve the arts at. I just feel like preserve the arts at all cost. I
yeah,
am just not a fan.
yeah. I mean, and if it does, like, there should still be ways to make it so it's still having that
Yeah, even
like live performance and stuff. Go ahead. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
like even as a model, like I model for I do all kinds of my own artistic cosplay, and I work with this wonderful, wonderful photographer. Got to be me. Her name's Savannah, and like her work is so original, beautiful that she has been accused of using AI. It's AI, and it's like no, it's that amazing. It's not AI, and it's like people can't tell the difference. A lot of times magazines now some of the advertisements you'll see in a magazine is not even a real model, it's AI.
Yeah,
So yeah, I mean I get it. I mean I understand that they're probably like, well, we need this advertisement and it's just cheaper if we use this AI model, and one of my friends that works the camera and works behind the camera showed that to me. I was like, here, let's recreate this picture. I like this. And he had to point it out. He was like, this is AI. Let me just show you. And I was like, oh God, sometimes you don't
yeah.
know. And I was kind of annoyed. I was like, oh, I'm so disappointed because I liked the brand. Um, I don't know. Ugh.
But yeah, but then you can go and take that and make it, like as a what's it called? Like as a prototype, like as a reference, like to be like, oh, here's this AI picture, but like we can use it, but then we can make it real. Or does that just kind of take all of it out for you? Then is that just like I don't want anything to do with it?
I
Then
don't want anything to do with it.
cool.
That
Okay.
or data centers, like, oh, I don't want anything to do with it. Yuck.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. And I mean, well, I mean, yeah, you got that, and I mean, with water. I mean, you're at a place with a lot of good water around you. Um, I mean, you have that. You have Nestle, who buys up a lot of water rights as well.
Yeah,
Um,
it's so
but
oh. I
yeah,
I don't want to make your show take a negative twist.
uh, that's okay. Yeah, I won't get into that part then. But sometimes it happens. It's the fun show, but doesn't mean that you can't you can't know a little something too. You can't learn a thing or two. So then, what was the first time you decided that with what you're doing now, uh, all encompassed, was like this is what I'm doing? Like I guess when you got into the water. Speaking of water, uh, when was the first time you got into the water to work? I
Oh,
guess would be the way to put it.
me? Well,
Yeah,
that
not like the first time you were, I don't know, I, I don't know, took a bath or something. Like first
oh,
time that,
do
yeah,
you, well, I have always been a, I have always just adored water. I have just always been swimming since I was little. And I, so I've always done a lot of modeling. I do a lot of cosplay. And I do, like, I know I talk about her a lot, but I do work, I do a lot of my mermaid shoots with my friend Savannah. And she does these beautiful mermaid shoots and mermaid images. And I remember I was online and it was some kind of advertisement or something for swimming in a mermaid tail. And I was just like, that sounds super fun,
yeah,
And I was just like, I'm going to try that. And I messaged them and they were like, oh, well, you need to have this specific certification, which makes sense because it can be dangerous work, especially when you're entertaining. So I was like, all right, well, let me just jump in and I'm going to take these classes. And then I just thought I would take it a step further. So I was like, oh, well, I'll just take these classes and I'll just become a certified instructor too. So I I did that and yeah, and I just love it. And yeah, and it's a very special experience. Like the one thing I'll share is like I've always had an affinity with the water, but what was so weird is like after I became like a certified free dive instructor, and maybe it's just all in my head, but I swear that the sea creatures were just different with me. I was just like, is this just me? Are they more comfortable with me? Like, this feels weird. This feels different. And yeah, so I just fell in love with it. And, I still love it. So I entertain and I teach and that kind of ties into my craziness about, protecting the Great Lakes and protecting the water and all these things.
yeah.
It
So
goes
then,
hand in
oh,
hand. So I'm
so
sorry.
no, that's okay. So is that then part of what's going on too? 'Cause, yeah, like I'm from, I don't know, I guess mostly I'd say I'm from Oregon, and so like there was a bunch of, like same thing with a lot of the water rights, being bought up and stuff of that nature, and so like what aquatic creature did you notice the first time that was like, oh, these are cool with me, or was it a certain?
Oh,
Uh,
this was such a darling story. Like, it was like before I got in the water, there were these little crabs. They were so
okay,
cute. But it's like when I first started my class, they were like, I can explain it. They were skittish with me. Like I think I was in Mexico and
okay,
we were in open water and there was this wall, this stone wall, and there were these little crabs, but as I would walk down, they would skitter away like goodbye, and as I when I got out of the water and I was certified, I swore that they just sat there. And I was like, and I got a little closer and they just sat there. And it was so cute. And I mean, maybe it doesn't mean anything. Maybe it doesn't mean anything. But
It means everything.
but it meant something to me. And I was just like, oh, this is so precious. What a precious moment.
And so, have you seen a crab for a while? Like when you see a crab, like what is that? What comes to your mind when you see
Um,
one, or do you see crabs anywhere? Like,
uh, I haven't, I don't think I have seen, I probably have seen crabs since that happened, but it just seems like, I don't know, like I did this dive trip, I think last year, and there was just this fish. I was in the fresh water, and there was just this fish, and it just swam right up to me. It was just like right here, and it was just like perfectly still. And it was so cute. And I was just like, oh, like I could have almost picked it up.
yeah.
Just so, it's just different.
So, I mean, it's August. So, are you getting into the lake then at all? Are you
Yes. Well,
going out?
not too long ago, I certified a student in this same. I was in a quarry. Like, believe it or not, we do have beautiful quarries that are very clear here, that are full of fish. And
Okay.
I teach at one, and it is in like Ottawa, Ohio, and it is the neatest spot. Like it's very popular. People will come from all over to go there. And there's like a sunken helicopter, a sunken ship, a sunken school bus, and there's just tons of fish.
Wow.
It's really it's just an amazing spot. I just love it. So when they
Okay.
have to do their open water part of the test, I like to teach there.
All right. So this is it like what did you say is called a query?
Yes, it's called Gilboa Quarry, and it is
Uh,
beautiful.
So is it like what kind of place is it? Is it like an indoor thing or is it like or what is I'm not sure
Well,
I
it's
understand what you
it's
mean.
outdoor.
There's
Like, have you ever been to, like, I want to say the Florida Springs? There's like Florida Springs. There's like Florida quarries. They're like freshwater. Have you ever been to any of those?
uh-uh.
No.
Okay. So, so
But
it's like
but it's
sort of enclosed or like an
yes,
area?
yes. So
Okay.
and so there's like there are lakes, and then there's quarries that are like little smaller. Some of them can still be extremely enormous, but yeah, and what's rare about this one is some quarries are not so clear. Like there's a couple in Ohio, and they're just not super clear. But this one is so clear that it just reminds me of like a Florida quarry. It's
Oh,
really different.
okay.
So whenever I tell people about it, they're like, "You have that in Ohio? What?" You just have to go.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Okay. And so I was just gonna say something about that. I don't know. I guess that's gone.
Oh,
Uh,
don't worry.
yeah, went right with the lake and but so what's your favorite spot then? Is that your favorite spot then to be in the water?
Yes, I do love that. I have another like swim trip in September, and I'll be in different parts of Florida. But that's with
Oh,
I have a different teacher. His name's Brett Stanley, and he's a wonderful photographer as well. And I'm kind of doing an underwater workshop. Like I truly believe that you just can never learn enough. Like I cannot learn enough. Like I'll take Classes probably forever. But
So, oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
um but there's just so, oh gosh, I love water. There's just so much, there's so many beautiful places. Oh God. Yeah, I love the quarry, but there are places just all over the globe that I would love to swim, or places
So,
I have swim.
so then are you going, you have your eyes open? They're underwater here. Is that
Yeah.
what's going on?
Yes.
That's part
Now,
of the
now
training?
when I'm teaching, and this is an important part, like you have to, like as an instructor, I need to see what I'm doing. So I wear goggles and a snorkel, and so do my students. Um,
Okay.
if it's like a show or I'm entertaining, then I don't have the the gargoyle. Sorry.
That'd be fun too.
Have the goggles and the snorkel.
Okay. So, so then where do people find you? How do they find you? How do they work with you? How can they see
Well,
you
well,
do what you do?
people, a lot of times they will find me on my social media. I have a different name for my swim company, and that is Sea Siren Amy. And they can find me at seasirenamy.com. They can find me on my Instagram, on my Facebook, and then I have a separate website. And then I'm also on something called Gig Salad, and that's actually a really great website for almost any type of artist, whether you are a musician, you're an actor, you're an actress, you're an underwater entertainer like me. That's a great place to have a profile. And
Okay.
a lot of times,
No,
sorry, go ahead.
tell them Morgan sent you.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. So what are you saying? What were you saying there at the end there?
Oh, yeah. So a lot of times they will just find me on my website, whether it's a party for kids or an adult party or a corporation or a festival, or, you know, most people, it's so funny because people, when they want to take classes, they usually just, I find them through like friends of friends or word of mouth. It's crazy. I'm like so bad at advertising. Like I'm so bad. I'm like the
Me
best
too.
kept secret ever. Like, thank God, like just thank God I have an agent.
You have what?
Thank God I have an agent.
Yeah,
Um,
that's what agents are for, right?
yes.
It's part of it.
And I mean, obviously, I do my own, you know, I have my own booking system for the underwater entertaining. My agent is just for like acting. So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. And okay, that it keeps you afloat. Uh, that there goes that fun time.
Yeah.
That's just that once
And
that
she's
that's
like,
sunk. That's sunk.
I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Morgan, for being on the show. Enjoyed getting to talk with you. And
yeah, of
if
course.
anybody needs me, rustydiamond.net, all the stuff will be down there. Whatever I'm pointing at, hopefully you're not watching the TV upside down or something, but it's
Yes,
down
and
there. So
they can find, like, most of my socials have all my websites and my IMDb. Like, same thing, Morgan Ziva on Instagram or Facebook or TikTok. Yeah,
yeah,
I'm on all that. I'm on
what's on
all
your
of them.
TikTok? What do
Huh?
you do on your What do you do on your TikTok?
You know, not a
I gotta
lot.
find out.
I feel
Okay.
like I'm not, I am not wonderful like you guys. Like the only like if you were not like, hey, come on this podcast, like I probably would not do this, myself. I don't.
Okay.
I'll take. I do the modeling, and I'll post pictures and things and projects I've done. But I can be kind of shy. Like I'm not, I wouldn't say like I want to go and make some TikTok videos. Like, yeah, you won't catch me doing that.
You're not doing dances or lip syncing
No,
or
no, no, no. No, I'm pretty
whatever
shy. I
else.
feel like a lot of the
Okay.
media that you will find, like, my friend Savannah will do like a quick video of me before she does the photos. She's like, do this, so I do it. And sometimes my friends will get this of me, but like, yeah, I'm not. It's by nature, I'm pretty shy.
Yeah. Well, then, thank you for coming on here and
Of course,
getting
thank you.
to step
Appreciate you.
out of your, yeah, likewise, step out of your bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you everyone for listening,
Yes,
and
thank you.
that's the show, man.
Yes.